Hmm. 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 What if you were a little guy? Look, I'm no stranger to weird, desperate attempts at finding and draining every last bit of creativity out of my vast, empty brain. But really, there has to be a certain line. Alright, you get the premise? Spin a wheel, get an object. Bada boom, bada bing, cool new OC, 1 million views, and a little gold star. So, before we get to the interesting bit, if you could like the video and maybe even subscribe, that would be super cool. This is only my second actual video, and the big leagues are a tad, daunting. Alright, back with my one true love, wheelofnames.com, where I've yet again stolen another random wheel off just the random gallery. Hair ribbon, okay. I'm just gonna go on Pinterest and whatever I find is the reference that I'm gonna use. A pair of earrings. It'll be interesting trying to find a way to incorporate earrings into a general design. Duplicate, so we're gonna spin one more time. And last but not least, jar of jam. Like always, I expected to struggle a lot designing her, but surprisingly, it came natural once I figured out how I wanted to incorporate each prompt into her design. I wanted to add parts of each word without overpowering the other, which was a tough balance, but I think I did a decent job. My favorite part, of course, is her literal hair ribbon hair. The main shape is the bow, and her little side bangs, the tail. Her collar is meant to represent the roughly lid that can be found on some jam jars, and her sleeves are a classic shape but with little flower designs to represent the earrings I chose. Moving on to her dress, which is really cute. Her belt is the string you find on jam jars in the classic plaid pattern, the main body. Moving swiftly on to the boots, I got a really fun idea to try a glossy, almost glass look with the jam dripping down, which would be a really neat depth effect if it actually came through, which I don't think it did. For her forest kind of strawberry vibe, I gave her a lantern shaped in a jar of jam, attached to a hook which is actually a staff that has a vague earring shape. After all of that, we are finally complete. Anyways, this is my daughter. She was born in a strawberry grove beside a flower field. She loves anything floral, cute, strawberry, ribbons, and has one thought per sometimes. I love her. The next spins, however, were a drastically different vibe. Bone saw, zebra, and handheld game system. The first thing that comes to mind were images of scary cute girls, which is just a girl with a sweet, innocent looking demeanor that has a secret, unhinged, murderous intent. When first blocking out her design, I found it particularly difficult to resist giving her an actual bone saw to use, since it goes so well with the murderous girl vibe. But I really wanted to focus on putting elements of the bone saw into her design instead of just giving it to her. Anyways, I wanted to give her a retro vibe, almost 90s horror game protagonist. She has a black and white color scheme, the silver dress being shaped to resemble the blades of a bone saw. At least I think it kinda does. I had no idea how to incorporate a zebra in any way outside of color or stripes, so her hair and hair clips were one of the first things I thought of when designing her. The plus hair clip has one side of her ponytail high up on her head, and the minus has the other ponytail low on her head. The hair clips plus her eyes are the only pops of color in her entire design, and I think it really makes her face stand out. The contrast really draws attention to the upper half of her body. The closer I got to finishing her, the more the horror protagonist vibes really started coming together. And I think that maybe she is a horror protagonist who secretly is the killer all along. Some real girl boss energy over here. After some thinking, the name Zhao, completely random, actually came to mind, and I think it really fits her. And with that, the second drawing and this entire challenge is complete. I think Zhao and Ofera turned out ridiculously well, considering they're entirely random, and they even kind of match, which was unexpected but really cool. This process was a lot of fun to go through. I never knew what to expect, which leaves no expectations. I think that's the ideal way of approaching character design. If you're watching this and you think this challenge seems interesting, I say go for it. It will really surprise you. And if you enjoy this video as much as I did making it, consider sticking around.